welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we're going to do a reading for Taurus. Let's call in spirit with some moonshine time. It sounded kind of happy. I feel like somebody got some good news, or is about to. Let's see. I'm going to start with the Fairy Lenormand for you. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far, Taurus. It is so effing hot. But, you know, summer's over, so it shouldn't last too long, right? Alright, the first card we have is the bear. Look at him go. You know, this is reminding me of your reading from a couple weeks ago where it said, I'm sorry, but I'm also stubborn. So what else do we have for Taurus? We might have somebody here who is feeling like they have to kind of go against the grain, or they have to do something maybe they don't really want to, you know, like fine if I have to. Because it feels to me like this fairy is like backing up into the bear, like fucking move, like go dude, you know you need to do it. Because it's something that's going to bring this bear happiness. The sun. It's like we have the fairy nudging the bear to go do this thing that they're really like reticent or hesitant to do, but it's because the fairy's already been there. The fairy sat there and seen the sun and knows what it's all about and is trying to say, come on dude, you're gonna fucking love it over there. What are you waiting for? Okay, so Taurus, you or your person, whoever I'm reading for, we have somebody that has gone through the dark night of the soul. So this is something that would have challenged you in multiple ways, made you feel like you didn't really have many people you could trust, and like you had to face things on your own. But during this process, it built your strength. It showed you what you're worth and what you're made of. But I can understand a little bit better now why you might be a little hesitant to do something towards your happiness, because maybe you've just gotten really used to the gray skies. You don't really believe in the sun anymore, but it's there. I see somebody who wishes things were the way they used to be. Somebody who fell in love with somebody that they don't talk to anymore. It's been a while. Look at the dudes in the top. One has a beard, one is clean shaven. To me, it's like this is olden days, like when we fell in love, and this is this feminine energy now, looking for the person who left. Looking for the person who abandoned her. And wondering, does this person actually love me? Because somebody went to war against her. Somebody she thought she could trust. So we'll clarify by getting a couple of the Voyage of the Soul Oracle. They're new and, of course, a new favorite as a result. Just to give you a little bit of a sneak peek, we have a lot of nature scenes and generally about like 4 or 5 words on each card. That'll give us a little bit more of a vibe here for you, Taurus. What else do we have for Taurus? These are eerily similar and well paired, especially because we're clarifying the sun and we're clarifying the bear, right? It makes a lot of sense because on alive we have boldness. Somebody needs to have courage and boldness to move forward and do something for their own happiness or to like achieve their own happiness. And with dreams we also have answers. Somebody has the answers. There's prophecy on here as well. They may have seen it in their dreams or been told by somebody who is seen as like spiritually connected that this is the way to the promised land or whatever you want to call it, right? Somebody told you or your person all about this sunshine location that's happy and great, but this bear doesn't believe it. He's hesitating. So it feels to me like there have been a lot of difficult situations that whoever I'm reading for has had to go through. Not a lot of people have really understood or even like seen what has happened. This could be somebody who's really good at being happy when you're face to face, and then 10 minutes later you get a text message saying, "It was really great to see you. Thank you for distracting me from really unhealthy thoughts that I had." I see somebody who is funny, gifted, maybe even like a class clown. And this person is gaining access to portals, astral travel, claircognizance, whatever it is. There is something happening to this person after this dark night of the soul that has pushed their spiritual connection to be one that is more substantial and more central in their life. And there's a hesitancy or a nervousness about this person jumping off that cliff into the spiritual world and being less of a 3D JD. Yeah, somebody who doesn't really like to think about that stuff is now being asked to just look at it as, that's how this is. You just didn't want to look at it before. You didn't want to see the universe as it is, but you've been through a lot now. You're ready. Someone taught you how to operate on a higher vibe or view things in a different perspective. There's an open-mindedness that came from this feminine energy that inspired this masculine energy. And it feels to me like there's either been a couple of seasons that have passed since you've seen each other, or you've known each other for several seasons. But there's something that has changed in the environment that makes this masculine feel like he doesn't know you anymore, or he doesn't have the right to come forward to talk to you. We're going to clarify with the Marigold Tarot. What else do we have? Two of Wands. Someone's trying to chart a course. It's like decision time. Someone has to decide, am I going to make this change in my life? Is it the right time? And it feels to me like this person also wants to feel like if they jump, someone will catch them. If I fall backwards, will you catch me? Someone wants to take the path less traveled. Somebody's doing the math in their head, trying to figure out, is this what I want to do? Can I do this? How do I do this? There's Page of Swords in the reverse. There's something innate about your spiritual gifts. You may feel like you need somebody to tell you how to, do it. You don't. Just play around. Read a book. Do some Googling. There's something you're equipped with that you're meant to use in terms of spiritual gifts, and you haven't fully realized what that means for you. We have the Four of Swords clarifying indulge. This does look like somebody being asked to take some time off, maybe a weekend away, maybe even just a day off from work for, like a mental health break. We have the Nine of Wands clarifying limitless. Somebody has spent too much of their life bogged down by negative thoughts because they've gone through so many things. It's hard to envision things actually going well, right? I've gone through XYZ. I'm just going to expect that XYZ is going to happen again, but different people at the party, right? Somebody has had to change how they view things in order to actually have change materialize. Wow. So for some of you, there could have been a breakup in this love situation, or you could be no contact because we had the King and Queen of Swords come out together. However, the King of Swords is crossing the Queen of Swords. And I see this as somebody who is lying to themselves about the importance of this Queen of Swords person to their life. I don't need that person. I might love them, I might respect them, they may have inspired me or given me truth that I didn't have access to, but I refuse to look at that truth, even if I know it is true. So somebody's being stubborn, somebody is choosing not to believe what they know is true. We have the Eight of Cups in the reverse, clarifying the Two of Wands. Somebody's trying to decide, I'm hearing, do I say or do I go now? Oh. Somebody doesn't want a feminine energy to go away. They want her to come back, or they don't want her to leave. She has peace and tranquility on her mind. This Queen of Cups is doing what she needs to do to get to a place that's more nature-based, less chaotic. She's investing in her peace. That's her sitting in front of the sun. So we have the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. It feels to me like we have somebody here that didn't want to see the truth in the situation in terms of somebody's uniqueness. They didn't want to accept the truth. This person could have actually created the lie or lied themselves, but this looks to somebody, to me this looks like somebody who looked at something, saw that it was a sunflower, and then told people it wasn't a sunflower. This doesn't have to be a feminine energy, especially because we have Page of Swords in the reverse. This feels to me like somebody who is cutting off communication with somebody only to turn around and tell everyone that they're a piece of shit. When this is somebody that was trying to help them. This feminine energy feels betrayed by a masculine energy, this King of Cups in the reverse, who was unwilling to process his emotions, unwilling to talk through the situation, to be honest about what was going on. And now we have heartbreak. This stubborn King of Cups in the reverse is struggling to move past the guilt and the sadness. We're going to clarify further with the Everyday Tarot. If this is resonating for you, go ahead and give me a like or a subscribe. I'm almost to 1,000 as I record this. And for those of you that don't know, that means I can start doing live readings, so that'll be fun. So we have the Knight of Swords coming out sideways, clarifying this Eight of Cups in the reverse. Somebody's trying to decide whether or not they should swoop in, ride in on their horse all reckless-like, and tell this Queen of Cups not to go. He's considering telling the truth. Because now we have the King of Swords in the upright. This is somebody who's operating with, you know, pretty decent intelligence and an awareness of what's practical, right? This is a respected individual. This could also be somebody giving advice to the King of Swords sideways over here. This could be another person telling him. Because he's not sure what to expect with this feminine energy. She could be pretty intuitive or able to see through the bullshit, because we have the High Priestess coming out with the Two of Swords. I feel like this came out together because even when she's blindfolded, see how she has that crystal ball? Even when people lie to her, she knows what's going on. You can't lie to this person. So basically, depending on how this King of Cups in the reverse approaches this situation, he's going to have a new start. Either he's going to get kicked back into another karmic cycle and learn the lesson that he failed to learn this go round, or he's going to be able to build something substantial from like the ground up. Because it says expand, right? Limitless. So we have a Hierophant in the reverse. The Hierophant is Taurus energy, by the way. This is clarifying the Three of Swords, which is heartache. Someone felt that the distance between these two created a distance also spiritually. Somebody has felt more alone since this happened, and there may be a desire to do something a little unconventional, something a little wild. We have the King of Pentacles coming out. This is somebody who is ready to commit. Somebody who is seen as responsible and reliable, and he's coming out with justice in the reverse. And he's looking at that injustice. I think he feels a sense of responsibility to balance the scales, because he's looking directly at the scales. We have the Hermit in the reverse, clarifying this High Priestess, Two of Swords. She doesn't need additional guidance. She sees the path. She sees the truth of the situation. She knows there's an end of one chapter and the beginning of a new chapter. So she knows what her future holds anyways. So then we have Three of Cups and Page of Swords in the reverse. Another Page of Swords in the reverse, by the way. So we have people celebrating a new beginning, and maybe even like a little bit of a reticence for this feminine energy to share this new beginning with others. There's a sense of wanting some privacy and some measure of mystery, because there have been some heartbreaks in the past here, right? Let's finish off with the Zodiac fortune-telling cards. They're my favorite. I say that about everything. You owe someone a letter. Write it at once. Damn, lay the smack down. So for whoever owes the apology, hop to. It's going to improve your karma. You could do it right anyways. Then just write, I'm sorry. You still mad? That shit won't fly. You are going to be happier than you dared to hope. That's why we have the Sun card here. Somebody is working towards their happiness. It's like right in front of them. Start living your own life. Taurus, stop getting in your own way. There might be other people that are trying to get in the way of what you're trying to accomplish, or telling you can't do this, or you shouldn't do it that way, or I'd feel better if you didn't do it this way. Take advice, learn from others, but at the end of the day, if you know you're meant to do something, or that you're supposed to do something this way or that way, or the third, do it. You're getting signs about this. Alright, I will get off my soapbox now. Stop telling you how to live your life. I wish you the best of luck, Taurus. The important thing to keep in mind is we've got somebody who has gone through and survived a very difficult period in their life, and they have happiness around the corner. So stay positive in your thoughts. Remember, you have abundance coming your way, and don't let the toxicity get to you, okay? Have a wonderful rest of your day.